Marvel is getting ready to release a series titled Moon Knight, a hero who is scheduled to join the MCU in later movies and series. But for now, let's predict this series judging from the trailer, and that's what this video is all about. We're going to be discussing the trailer and predicting what we might see in the movie when it gets released on the 30th of March this year. So I do movie blogs and reviews. So for those of you who are movie lovers and you want to be updated on various movies, series, cartoons, then this channel is the right channel for you. So please just subscribe and like this video afterwards. Click the bell notifications beside the subscribe button. So the series is going to be released, like I said earlier, on the 30th of March on Disney Plus, and it was made based on the Marvel comics as usual. The character Marc Spector is scheduled to join the MCU later and possibly become an Avenger or something like that in the next Avenger movie. This movie has a bunch of good casts that's based on the trailer, and each episode is predicted to last for about 30 to 50 minutes. So I guess we have to binge. If you have to binge watch it, then you might be sitting down there on your chair or lying down on your sofa for a very long time. Anyways, based on the plot, Mark Spencer is a guy with this disorder, and it causes him to stay awake all night, possibly doing nothing, and he finds it difficult, coping with this whole mystery surrounding his disorder, until one day he finally lets it get the better part of him. It turns out this element that is having a big toll on his life is an Egyptian god of the moon, and it at night turns him into this, this, I don't know what to call it, but since whenever he turns into that, he becomes a vigilante, if you know what I mean. For those of you who watched Ghost Rider, I'm sure you would understand what I'm trying to say. So now let me talk about what this trailer looks like. Now, based on the trailer, this is definitely starting out as a horror story. Yes, this disorder makes him less sleepy, so it shows us some graphics of horrific scenes, and so definitely it's going to start out as a horror story. That's my prediction. And it's also going to have some comedic elements, so you definitely get a good laugh while you're getting scared as well. And in the mid parts of it, if I'm correct, the series will then unveil the being which will be the Moon Knight, if you ask me. And from then we'll start seeing this vigilante who attacks anybody who does bad and who flies at night and all that stuff. So that's my prediction for the film. But as for the picture quality, yes, it's good. And for those of you who will be thinking about watching this series in the night, okay, go ahead if you can. But the only thing I can say is that the picture quality is good. As for the design of the Moon Knight being, if you look at the one in the comics and the one in the movie, you'll see a good similarity, and I think the one in the movie has a better design than the one in the and in the animations or comics, whatever they are. So they really did a good work in designing the being, and the color really makes sense in this one. But if you ask me, I think it looks a little bit like that of the Batman. Not in terms of color, but in terms of the way it looks, just the way it's designed. It makes it look a little bit like Batman. But that being said, I'm just saying it looks good. And if you were to if I was to give this entire trailer a review, I would say 9 out of 10, because they did a good job showing the plot. They did a good job in putting the major points of the movie in place, and well, they just did a good job in the entire thing. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. So for those of you who are thinking of checking this series out, personally I am interested in this series, so there's every tendency that you would see a review of the series on this channel. So but for those of you who are interested, then you need to wait until probably the 31st of March and 1st of April before you can be able to watch it anytime you like, anyhow you like, whether binge watching or one by one, anyhow you like it. So please subscribe to this, please keep being subscribed to this channel, and if you want to check out my other videos, my other playlists, and my other social links, they are all linked in the description below, so just check them out. Make your comments and your requests there. You can do that, and I will try my best to make sure that the film you request appears on this channel. So until I come your way in the next video, please stay safe.